please help me welcome the Governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Earl Ray Tomblin.
And welcome to a very exciting day in West Virginia. I and the people to my right and left are about to embark on a journey to change young lives. Today is the launch of a new day and a new beginning for McDowell County. We're not only going to join forces to enhance the well-being of McDowell County children, but by virtue of this effort, empower them with the ability to build a bright future for themselves. Each one of these individuals and the organizations and entities they represent are collaborating to change the education and socio-economic culture of McDowell County, West Virginia. And I want to personally thank each of you for committing to this important project, especially to Gail and Randy, who without your leadership, we would not be here today. Let me tell you a little bit about McDowell County. Like many other counties in the nation, McDowell has poverty, struggling schools, unemployment, and drug abuse issues. While countless communities across the country have been suffering due to the global recession, McDowell has been trying to counteract deeply embedded and difficult problems for many years. And unfortunately, the negatives have outweighed the positive attempts to trigger change in McDowell County for some time. Despite being taken over by our State Board of Education, the McDowell County school system has made little progress in raising student achievement. And unfortunately, the dropout rate has increased in recent years. As a former teacher, I know raising student achievement takes a community effort. So this broad public-private partnership has been assembled to develop a comprehensive approach to success and move the county back to the path of prosperity. With this full court press, McDowell County children, and in fact the entire community, has a real opportunity before it. And we can make it happen by working together. Coupled with my substance abuse, dropout prevention initiatives, and the more than 40 public-private partners who have dedicated themselves to this effort, I'm confident that we will improve the possibilities of a better tomorrow as we officially launch this joint effort today. And I will be proud to sign the pledge acknowledging this collaboration.
I am so proud and so humbled by the magnitude of support and response that we have seen. And what we believe is that we develop and implement a model which will not only serve McDowell County, but can be replicated across West Virginia and replicated across rural America. And so it is such an honor for me to be here today, but truly just to say thank you. And a special, very, very heartfelt thank you to Randy Weingarten, the National President of AFT, the lead partner in this effort, but certainly not without the efforts of WVEA, our school service personnel, teachers, administrators, staff, volunteers, aides, community leaders, faith community, all across the state coming together to say we can make a difference in McDowell County. Randy, thank you again. And so please give a warm West Virginia welcome to Randy Weingarten.
I want to thank the governor for launching this. We will not be successful without that kind of commitment from this governor, and I really want to say thank you very much, Governor Tomblin. The former First Lady of your state and the current board vice chair, she fights for kids in this state in a way that is effective and compelling like no other national figure I know. Thank you so much, Gail Metchin. Thank you. So I am really proud that the American Federation of Teachers is part of this effort. The AFT stands at the intersection of two important social movements, creating educational opportunity and advancing economic dignity as the other. So our goal is to start reconnecting the children and families of McDowell to the opportunities they deserve so they can not only dream their dreams, but achieve them. As Governor Tomblin has said, McDowell faces many challenges, But the people of McDowell are resilient, and their strength, their love for their community, and their hopes for their children provide a sturdy foundation for this partnership. The AFT has had a long history in West Virginia. AFT members work across the state every single day trying to make a difference in the lives of their students. And in a fundamental way, this partnership is who we are. Our mission is to provide all children with an excellent education, no matter where they live. It's what our teachers and our paraprofessionals, indeed, it's what all educators attempt to do. It's why we chose this profession. It's what our union does at the local, state, and national levels to secure the tools and the conditions and the resources kids need to succeed. And this is what the partnership is about. No one person or group can do this alone. All of our partners collectively, we bring expertise on various critical areas of need. Our efforts must be coordinated, and our commitment must be sustained until McDowell is firmly on the path to more and better opportunities. Education is the centerpiece of this effort. That is our life work. The AFT will work with local educators, administrators, parents, and citizens to develop and implement a comprehensive plan that makes education what it should be, a lifelong gateway to opportunity for the people, the kids of McDowell. But we also know that McDowell's educational challenges are inseparable from the other challenges that plague the region: education, social issues, economic issues, transportation, housing, technology, job development. Reconnecting McDowell is a daunting challenge, and we come to this project with a great deal of humility. The problems in McDowell have developed over decades. There will be no quick fixes. There are no easy solutions. If there were, they would have been solved years ago by the people in McDowell. The measure of America is not doing what comes easily. It's what we do when times are tough. It's what we do for those who need the most. Neither geography nor demography should determine destiny. While this is a challenge, it is also a tremendous opportunity to help the people of McDowell stake their claim to the American dream and to help put McDowell on the path once again to being a place where children can and will succeed in school and life. We are honored and humbled to be involved. Thank you both, and thank you all very, very much. Thank
With the rapid adoption of technology in all of our lives, education is at a crossroads, needing to adapt to the demands of the modern world and the modern learner. Cisco is dedicated to changing the way students learn, and we are fully committed to helping the students, staff, and community of McDowell County as they embark on the journey with the shared goal of providing a quality education for all its learners. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm about to commit the cardinal sin of speaking, and that is I'm going to offer an apology. And I apologize particularly to the educators in the room, and specifically to you grammarians. But what I'm about to say is most certainly in keeping with the tone and tenor of what we're trying to do in McDowell County. And that is, we got to use what we got. As Gail said, and as Randy said, we don't got a lot of answers. Have a lot of questions. We don't got a lot of resources. We got a lot of commitments. We don't got a lot of opportunities, but we have challenges and we have a dedication. We all may come from different backgrounds. We don't walk alike, we don't talk alike, we don't look alike, but we got a commitment and a connectivity. And that commitment is McDowell County, and a dedication to resurrect, to reconnect, and to revitalize. Because I want my children in McDowell County to have the same opportunities, that all of our children have. And don't think these kids in McDowell County are not yours. And although they're not your biological children, they are yours spiritually, they're yours morally, and therefore they are yours with our commitment and our connectivity and our dedication. May God bless you, may heaven smile upon you, and we look forward to seeing you in McDowell County. Peace be with you.
Education is the key to success in the global economy. And for this nation, this state, McDowell County, and its students to be successful, they have got to close the achievement gap with other developed and even developing countries. And technology is going to be the key to that education system that will close those gaps. Frontier is the largest provider of telecommunication services in rural America, so this is our niche, it's our commitment, and we are pledging our efforts to help not only in McDowell County, but the entire state, because we believe West Virginia is not only wild and wonderful, we're going to make it wired as well. Thank you.
I have had a long and proud relationship with American Federation of Teachers. First of all, here in West Virginia with Judy and Bob, and now with Randy. Of those billion tons of coal that Randy spoke of, I would guess that 90% of those tons were mined by members of the United Mine Workers over the 100 years or so. We've had a long and proud history in McDowell County, and I think it behooves all of us to return something to where we've worked. And UMWA is on board with this, and we pledge to the people in McDowell County we're going to be there. But let me tell you one quick story that I think puts this in perspective. I recall when a young person came to McDowell County about 51 years ago and said he wanted to be president of the United States of America. He went to Welch on a Saturday afternoon, and not many people wanted to listen to him. But another young kid from one of the high schools in Coalwood came by. Welch at that time was the core of McDowell County, where everybody on Saturday came to shop. So this young man, 14, 15 years old, Coalwood High School, McDowell County, comes down to see what about the commotion, right? And he's standing there and he said, "Who is that?" And somebody said, "That's Senator Kennedy speaking." And so he's standing there, and there's probably not about 20 or 30 people willing to listen to the future president. And then the president's finished speaking, right? Or the future president is, and he says, "Anyone have a question?" And almost no one has a question. But this young man from Coalwood High School held his hand up. And he said, "What do you think about putting a man on the moon?" And everyone laughed at this young man. But we all know what happened in the future, right? And we also should know that that young man became a rocket scientist named Homer Hickam. And I believe there's a lot of rocket scientists still in McDowell County, and it's up to every one of us to see that they get the opportunity that Homer Hickam had. Thank you.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you, Cecil.
I think with this collaboration, with 40-some partners, including AFT, that it will make a real difference because each of the partners brings something a little different to the table, and I think that diversity is what we need in order to help McDowell County.
Well, for years, I felt like we've taught our children to get an education and to leave because there was no jobs in McDowell County. There was nothing, no place to go to get a good job except through education. They could be a teacher or work for the county in some way. But now there's a potential there that they can get a job, get an education, get a job, and get a job in the county for success. Everybody doesn't get a college education, but they can be successful in life by working and succeeding with their children and families.
This is quite to a scale and in an organized fashion that I think is going to make an impact, like the governor said today, be able to be replicated, from one community to another, because you're bringing folks together like us who have quite a lot of experience in rural communities, along with the folks in the rural communities, and creating something that can make a much larger impact. So it's quite a big undertaking, but it's doable.
McDowell County can be that springboard for helping rural schools throughout this nation. because what's happening in southern West Virginia is not unique to southern West Virginia. And so that's the power of what potentially can be here.